Hello, hello. My brain just shut off. There we go. Okay. I was kind of zoning out, looking at what I am gonna sketch or draw today, and just kind of vibing with the tunes. NCS has just got some bangers. All right. So today we are going to draw some chibi magical girl characters based off of the Pokemon Articuno. I have no clue if it's how you pronounce it because I do not actually play Pokemon. I haven't even watched the anime since, like, it came out, which was a bazillion years ago, honestly. And so the person that I'm doing this for, that was their favorite Pokemon, and we kind of figured out that maybe it was based off of the resplendent quasi... I don't think I put that right. The resplendent Quetzal. English is not my strong suit today, which means Spanish and other languages are definitely not my strong suit today. So, it's going to be a good day. But anyways, so this is kind of what we're going for. We're definitely going to change the chibi base. I'm not super excited about it, but I needed something to jog my memory or make my brain work. And I got a couple kind of reference images just to see, like, what typical dress is. There's another one. I know I got another one because I got like a little Sailor Moon. Oh, I got this cute little paper doll one, which I really like. And this little kind of chibi character template for digital art. I think we're going to kind of aim more towards this. Maybe less top down, but I thought that would be handy. And then we have just a bunch of Articuno art reference images. Like this one looks like it's probably from one of the games, like the actual video game, not the anime. And I, of course, have more pictures of the bird. So that's kind of what we're doing today. What is that? Oh, it's like how they land, which looks really cool. But again, we can see the color of their chest, the color of the wings, the color of the tail. It's obviously iridescent because in some pictures it's more blue than green. It could also be the stage of the development and if it's male or female. These are most likely male. Just because that's how nature is. Male gets all the fun colors and women get the ones that allow them to hide better. Because if you're gonna be taking care of the babies, you gotta be able to hide. Alright, we're gonna hide everything else. Doot. I'm gonna actually move these closer together so I'm not... Oh, why do I have this... Oh, one is the video game and one is not. Okay. Brain? We okay, brain? Are we okay, brain? So, we're going to do Girl Boy Twins. I think that will be fun. I'm kind of thinking... Lord. Maybe we should use orange today, because it's like the opposite of blue, and the Pokemon is mostly blue. Oh, 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 oh. So we'll use like a hideous orange. Okay, maybe not a hideous orange. We'll use a bright orange. Kind of I want them to be like back to back, which is very typical. So I'm thinking we do, of course, one. Oh, well, we're gonna keep this. I'm thinking kind of more like. All right, so we got hips here. Okay, they don't like have feet in as much as they have like little flippers, kind of, I think. Do we do one with like the one leg up, one arm up pose? Because if we do that, then this leg will be straight. Actually, this leg would probably be straight. So like their knees around here. And we got like their little flipper foot thing. And then this leg comes up. Just kind of want them to be more bean shaped. I don't really know why. I just kind of do. Okay, so if we're doing the leg up thing, let's stick my keyboard over so I can access it a little bit better. I had to reconfigure a bunch of stuff. Everything's annoying today because I had insomnia last night. Is that kind of right? I think that's kind of right. We're not going to see a lot of that because of the dress. Oh, that calf got kind of butch. Or something more like that. I don't know what that is, but I do know that that foot wouldn't be in that position. Be a little bit more like that. Something like that. Okay. Now, actually I have to look something up now, again. Do Is the arm that's up the same leg that's up on the same side? Like, is it all left or do they alternate? I'm gonna look that up. Okay. Come on, keyboard. I think we could just look up regular magical girls, right? Images. Now, of course, I'm not going to find the images that I'm, like, looking for. Oh, that's a power pose if I've ever seen one. Maybe if we add with wand. Not just the wand, with a wand. Okay, I finally found one. And it's her other hand. So if I do the opposing hand, it won't be weird. Anyway, I can totally understand doing the opposing hand because it's going to be more visually interesting. You're going to be able to see the leg up, and you're going to be able to see the wand and the arm, and you're not going to be like blocking the body with the wand. Most of the other ones I find are like with both hands. Okay, here's another one with just the front facing leg up and the back arm up. Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. And again, also like visually, because that's what like... that would be what works. Where did I put the pen? There it is. Okay, I also feel like this leg is should come down more towards the middle. Like it's gonna be more a little calf, a little. Keep the foot over that way, just. Because oh my god, this is why people are hard for me. All right, so we've got the hip socket here, and we need center of gravity. Their little chibi foot pad. Okay, I think that's where we're going with that. And then a little chibi arm. Do I have? This one's got... oh, her arm's just out. Okay, so collarbone, which means her arm is going to be kind of like around here. Just like a soft bend in the arm. God, that's terrible. Why did I think that this was going to be a good idea? Alright, and then her other arm starts like way back here. And just kind of can be a little fist. Actually, it's probably going to be more straight. So that'll be the wand. That feels like it's too long. Copy, paste. I'm gonna deselect. Oh, never mind. It was right. It's back here, so it just needs to be a little wider, I think. Alright, and then their faces are all kind of like just the same giant forehead, giant head thing. Like even this one, the head, the forehead is the biggest part. So, like even on this one back here, which we can move up, like her forehead is like just giant. So, I actually think we'll probably actually use this template. Okay, if she's like leaning back that far though, her head's gonna be like that kind of, I think. Ear is like way up here. And then we've got a little bit of neck right there, so we can erase that bit. Okay. I think this is Magical Person 1. Oh my god, sir. What is up? Meow. You know what? You're not going outside. No, because you're going to go eat the hummingbirds. No. No. You can yell at me all you want, but I'm not letting you out. I'm in the middle of streaming. Not even in the middle of it. I've been streaming for like 25 minutes. We barely started. We're actually making headway, which is crazy wild. Okay. We are going to copy this one. Copy, paste, layer, transform, flip. So we are going to change the legs and the position of the arm. I think we'll make the arm going across the chest, and I think this will be the male one. So we could probably add a slight chest thing going on here. I don't know if that's right, but it seems really high. Where's my little, okay, it's not that high on that. I mean, it doesn't seem that high on that character. Maybe something more like this. Because your mammaries kind of come from under your armpit. Something like that. I don't know. That's where we're going. We are not doing, we're doing chibi, so. We're totally going to have to adjust this. Okay, she does have decent sized boobs, so. Well, now she's too busty. Okay, I think that's better. Alright, so this is going to be the dude one. And I think we're going to do that, like, that power pose. Like, where their legs are kind of spread apart. And they're kind of like, you know, getting ready to punch you kind of thing. So, we need to go to this one. And erase the legs. I think we can hide the doll outlines. And we're going to move the hand, which means we're going to see more of the shoulders for this bean shape. They're more facing us head on. So, in fact, we'll see less of that. Alright, and because they're leaning in, this is where the weight is. I need that pose again. Images. I think it was most popular with one of the Sailor Moon ones. There we go. There it is. This pose, the green one. That's kind of where we're going for this guy. Her leg might not be, you know, enough. This way enough. Okay. Shoot. Bring that back on. Okay, I think. So we're going to lessen the bean shape. Because she's pretty much full on facing. Don't know why I did a flower for this one. Redraw the leg. Hello, the new art. How are you today? Welcome to my streaming into the void. Okay, so we've got, okay, it's straight down and then it's out. That looks so uncomfortable. I'm doing pretty good. I got myself out of bed and into clothes, and now I get to stream so I can actually do art instead of just like putting it off. Streaming is a good motivator to actually do the creative things that you know you keep backlogging. I think it's more like that. And she's on her tippy toes. At least I find it that way, anyway. And if we have enough energy later, we will maybe work on a background for the stream. As much as I like streaming into the void, you know, maybe I want to stream in some clouds or underwater or something like that. So we will, maybe, probably won't be this stream, but might be another stream. Oh, that's exciting! That's super exciting. Congratulations. I'm glad you had fun. I think it's a lot of fun too. Okay, so this one's also... This looks so uncomfortable. Like, what is this pose that they make these people do, or these characters do? Just, yeah! I'm swinging my legs to try to get to that pose, and sitting down it doesn't work that great, but, you know, we'll try. Okay, I feel like the foot is going to be a little like that. This leg is foobar. We'll work on it. We will totally work on it. Oh, the poor blonde girl, like all the way in the back, just like, hello, I'm here. I'm not invisible. I used to know all their names. I think the blue one's Mercury, right? Is the yellow-haired one Venus? I'm guessing that one means the green one's Saturn or Jupiter or something like that. And the red one was Mars? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I care to look it up. We're already dealing with Pokemon, so I think maybe we should, like... You've never seen the show? It is very, very young girl coded. Like, maybe, like, tween girl coded. And there's a lot of, like, just weird shit that happens. But it's an anime, so lots of weird shit just happens. And if you watch, like, the original stuff, like the old stuff, you get to see the character progression, like the skills of the artists that were drawing them, like, improve significantly each season. Which is also very wild. It's like going back and watching all the old Simpsons episodes, and like every couple of years you see like they had a jump in their skill level. It's completely wild. But if you're interested in stuff like that, worth checking out. But anyways, so this one's going to be the dude character, the male character. character some kind of calves. Nice. I really enjoy cartoons. I haven't really watched any in a while. Well, that's not true. It has been a while since I've watched one and enjoyed it, but sometimes watching the older things kind of helps you understand where we got to today. So, like, if you're watching a newer anime, like My Hero Academia or something like that, go back and watch the original stuff that the style was based off of, such as Sailor Moon. There's stuff that's even older. Like, there's stuff from, like, the late 70s, mid to late 70s, that really started the anime trend, and the stuff that happens in those is wild. But the art and whatnot is so different that it blows your mind. Alright, our dude, I think we need to move his head. I think his head is not in the right spot. Come on, click. Click, thank you. Let me just scoot his head. We're gonna redraw the lines because he's facing more forward, but I just kind of need to move his head. I think that's right. Deselect. I really, really do need to get my little shortcut meter thing set up. Do I want them holding hands? Yes, but I want the girl's hand in front. Just because the people that these are based off of, that's kind of their dynamic. One is way more outgoing than the other. And it just so happens to be that the woman is way more outgoing than the man. Oh, hello, Sir Wayland. Are you done yelling at the hummingbirds? Just jumping all over. Making everything move. Wayland is a cat. He may, at some point, grace you with his tail or his butt or maybe his ear. But he does not like to be held so much, so I am not going to pick him up and show him off. We may get graced with the presence of the other two, but we'll see. It kind of depends on, everything. Depends on their moods. Okay, now he's, fat. We want some trim chibi characters. Alright, got a little pelvis thing happening. So this just needs to stretch all the way down and then like that. Yes. I need to retake my anatomy classes and stuff because okay. Hair. Oh, we gotta fix his face because he's facing more head on. And then we could put some hair on him. This is just the sketch portion. We are just kind of sketching out stuff like where things will go, and then we'll kind of add layers on until we get it about where we want it, and then we'll just do the line work and color stuff fairly quickly. This looks so dumb. Personal opinion, I feel this looks so dumb. I don't know why I decided I wanted to do that pose. I feel like maybe she leaning more forward. No, she's leaning into that leg. He's kind of leaning nowhere. He's leaning in the middle. So maybe we need to rotate his torso a little bit, like just kind of like that. Maybe not quite that much. Well, now I just undid it. I'm probably going to end up redrawing him. What program is this? This is called Affinity Designer. It is currently free. And I really like it because it has tabs where you can switch. So you can go from doing a vector art style like you would in Adobe Illustrator. And all the wonderful fun things that that comes with. Right? And then you don't even have to leave the program. You can go into the raster stuff, like you would in Photoshop, and basically do what I was doing and actually draw with like your paintbrush and stuff. It is, I find it a super, super, super valuable program. I absolutely love it. And again, right now it's free. Earlier, no, it was like the middle of 2025, so the middle of last year, Canva bought the software, but they made the art software free. But and if you really want to pay for stuff, when you pay, you basically just get their AI features, which is kind of what Canva's known for. But I don't use those. I have version 2. I have a copy of version 1, and I paid for it because I bought it when it was still like an independent company, not part of Canva. But I don't know, like you could do cool things like you could nest your vector and your raster drawings. That's probably not going to do anything. So now I've just made myself a mask, which I find really handy, like if you're designing stickers, and if you did you do your raster drawing of your sticker. Sometimes when you print them out, like you send it off to a print shop to print out your stickers, they'll have like a really bumpy, rough line around the edges. It's because their software is detecting where the end of your drawing is, and vector drawings or raster drawings are not like smooth most of the time. Sometimes there's like some weird bumpity things. The print shops will pick that up and it'll show up on your final product. If you want to smooth that out, you do a vector outline around your sticker, then the software will detect that and print it out pretty smoothly. It's just all kinds of like little things like that that I find this program really good for. But we are going to delete that because we don't actually need that layer. Because this is not going to be a sticker. This is just going to be a little doodle for a friend for their birthday. I should have done it like a week and a half ago. Because their birthday is, I think, on tomorrow? Monday? Tomorrow or Monday. Oh, I forgot to put sweetener in that. Ooh. Whew, that is some strong, dry Earl Grey tea. My favorite part about Affinity, the Affinity Designer program, is it's like your software. You download it, whatever, it's yours. They can't delete it off your computer. So not subscription or anything like that, which a lot of other art software is, which is very irritating. Okay. We're going to do another layer, and we're going to swap over to a green, like an icky green. Yeah, because I need to refine this guy. He's not vibing with me. people figures, human figures are not my strong suit, so I will probably spend way more time than needed fiddling with it. Little bit chibi. Okay, I don't think that's straight on enough. Brain. I had insomnia last night. My brain is not all there. Okay. So, got like a shoulder blade, so we gotta bring this like this. So we will see some of his bootay, which is nice, because gives the bean shape. And then this leg is going to be in the front a wee bit with the knee and the little tiny foot thing, a little bit of calf. Yeah, there we go, there we go. All right, so this kind of just comes straight down, but then goes into the leg. And then the little foot pedal thing. Okay, then we bring this arm down. The shoulder comes down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Way better. Way better. So I can erase, we're going to have to smooth out that shoulder a little bit. But now we can erase all the little wire armature stuff that I put in there. We don't need it anymore. God, that's so much better. Just little teeny tiny tweaks can make things so much better. And that's why we sketch things out first. So we can spend, you know, an hour to an hour and a half just kind of futzing with things, and then the actual final product is going to happen so fast. Maybe not so fast, because I actually enjoy the coloring part. The line work part is not my favorite. Okay. And he's got a little wand. His wand's actually going to be like a Pokeball or something, but, you know. Alright. Clothing. So, this person wears glasses. So I think what we're going to do is like the little mask that Sailor Moon's boyfriend kind of character wears. I think that will be a cool substitute for mask, and we can put like a lens or something over top of it. So, we've got kind of it's like a little Mardi Gras mask that he wears. Right, and it's got like a little eyeball thing. Give him like a little cocky smile, kind of like that. Okay, and then this is the ears. His mask does go behind his ears, and kind of feel like giving him like a little bit of a Clark Kent thing going on with like a little curl, like a little Superman curl. I think that could be cute. Might brought that down too far. Ugh. This is why you do so many layers, because you get frustrated and things get confusing and you have to go to another layer, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do a different color. We're going to do like this icy blue color. Because we need to find where we can put this part. That's the eyes. I think that'll work. Okay, we'll go back to our green. Oh, let's give him one of the little hair things that stand up there, because it's cute. And we're doing chibi. Okay, he's got an ear. Mask goes behind ear. Superman curl. Other ear. Okay. So we are basing this off of this Pokemon. So we need to, oh, I guess that means we should do his hair like that. Huh? Or, hear me out, do we do the mask like that? Like have one spike coming up from the middle kind of, and then the other parts of the mask covering his eyes? I kind of like that idea. It's like an homage, but it's not like super blatant. I think we're gonna do that because he's not always this person, right? He's a magical person, so cool. That's glad. It's the male character's favorite Pokemon. And so I figured if we're gonna do stuff, we should make the male character the Pokemon, and then the other person, the female character, we will make the real world equivalent, like what we suspect the Pokemon was based off of. So we're gonna do, it's pretty big. Come on. Sometimes my drawing tablet decides to be weird. Kind of makes it look a little sinister, but I think that'll be okay. I mean, you don't have to look super cool. And then we can slick back his hair a little bit. So we can do like the little slick back look. Okay. We have some of it. Alrighty. So next I think we do like a vest. So I want to do this tail thing as part of like a suit type thing, but I mean, we could just do that. Okay, we are going to do this layer. We're going to go back to this layer for the clothes. So I think we will reduce the opacity of this some and erase this because we don't need it right now. We need to do the clothes. So I'm thinking we do like I guess we need like some lapels, right? If it's gonna be like a suit. Go kind of like that. But we put like the feather fringe. Kind of like that. Character design is hard. All you people that do character design are amazeballs. Okay, so like I feel like the vest has kind of got a, like the jacket has to leave open enough of The front, we can just put like a little vest down there, like a little, oh, maybe it's like a big ascot. An ascot is like a handkerchief that people usually like tie and wear, and sometimes it's like ruffly, and they'll like tuck it under their vest or something like that. So maybe that's what's going on. We've got like a little ascot situation. This is so ridiculous. And then he's wearing like, yep. I didn't know what an ascot was until, well, super old, but Scooby-Doo cartoons. In the original ones, Fred is actually wearing an ascot. It is a handkerchief, but he ties it and he tucks it into his t-shirt, which is such a jock thing to do. Okay, we'll have like a little tiny, little super short-waisted jacket. Right? Like the lapels are gonna like really come in. Okay. And then the back of the jacket is gonna come down. And I'm thinking we do kind of something like, don't start with me, software. Something like this. Oh, maybe it goes behind this leg. We'll hide the leg that I don't like the most. And, because that's what you can do as an artist. You can do these things. I effed up my little ribbon thing going here. Okay. Shoop. We'll go kind of something like that. Right. I feel like it needs to be a little bit wider back here. Which means probably needs to be a little wider down here. Again, just the sketchy layer. It doesn't have to be super perfect, but we want it to be like 90% close. Right? So, it looks like, because this is a bird, it looks like he's wearing shorts. I think that's valid. So we are going to give this guy like little chibi bloomers, like the little puffy pants. I think we're going to do that. So he's going to have, so his little ascot thing kind of comes down like past where the jacket ends, and we're going to give, oh my god, I feel like Black Butler. I feel like, I think his name is Cecil, the main character from Black Butler, wore a pair of these, like, little cute bloomers at one point in the series. I could be wrong. Might have been when he was, like, a little kid or something, but we are going to do little cute puffy bloomers. That is, this one needs to go down this way. We'll give them like a nice little belt up at the top, but these bloomers are gonna bloom. And then he will just have like tan stockings, and I guess we'll just do like little blue shoes. And then this is his other thing, and we can see like the feathers coming down like so. Those are a little big. We'll smush those in later. And then, so we're gonna do, my flip-flops falling off. Little skin tight leggings. These little chibi knees. Okay, I'm actually getting excited about this now. This is ridiculous, but also very cute. gonna have to fiddle with that a little bit. I was doubting my abilities, but I think my doubt has subsided quite a bit. Okay, and then we've got the mask. Come on, don't do that. Got the mask, right, in his little nose. My hardware and software are arguing about what I'm going to be doing, and I am not happy about it. We've got his little ears. Little ear. Little cocky mouth. Hey. Oh, this will be roughly because his little ascot thing there. And I'm going to make his, actually, and then we'll just smooth back his hair. He'll just have smooth AF hair. Maybe a little side split. Save. How cute is that? Oh my god, yay! I'm so pleased with myself. We've got like the main features of the Pokemon. We've got a mask instead of hair, which I think is a really good way to incorporate that, especially for a magical person. And then using an ascot, like a roughly ascot thing. Oh, there's an ad. Using a roughly ascot thing for the chest piece. And then having like a little tux with the little bloomers. Ah! Okay. Wait for the ad to be over. Banished to ad. I know. I'm sorry. It really sucks. Just sucks so much. All the ads, man. Ads everywhere. Just ads everywhere. Okay. So, we are going to, we can hide that. So that's basically what we're going to use for the male character. Oh, he needs his little wand. He's going to have a little Pokeball wand. It'll have like little magic swirls around it. That's going to be like more of an effect or like a glow or something like that. So I'm not super worried about it right this second. This is so cute. I'm seriously like impressed with myself today, man. Okay. Let's do the girl in a different color. We'll go back to her being green. Okay. So, the female character is based off of this, which is a resplendent Quetzal. Something like that. But we figured this kind of a quasi-commission, not really. It's more like a gift inspired by. So we kind of figured that this is kind of what the Pokemon was based off of. I know I have some other pictures. Just because it's got that really long tail. The feathers are very similar. The colors are way different, which is fine, right? Who cares about that? But the people that these are based off of are very different color scheme wise. Like one is definitely way more flamboyant with their color and the other one is way more monochromatic with what they wear, which is great. And I think that the characters and animals that they picked really reflects that. So, didn't I have another one? Oh, I've got this one here of it sitting. Go to the top. Go to the top. This one looks disgruntled, if you ask my opinion. But, so that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to use their coloring. So most of this character's outfits are going to be green and turquoise. And kind of have to figure out a hair thing. Well, maybe her hair can be the tail. Very anime. Like having long hair that kind of is a tail. Or we can do a similar thing because they're kind of twinning. We can give her a similar jacket, but just has two tails. And maybe we just do her hair up in like little cute buns or something. Maybe that little cute buns that kind of poof out like wings. I kind of like that idea. And we'll do, well, she'll have a little skirt. I kind of like the thought of giving her bloomers also, but I think we'll give her a little skirt. And maybe she's got bloomers underneath it. I mean, the anime girls' skirts have like a zillion petticoats, so we can work with that. All right. New layer. We are going to do the green. Okay, so we are going to basically do the top without the fringe on it. So she's going to have like the little ruffly ascot. And don't do this to computer. Her little lapel, and then her thing is going to come up. Right, and we're going to do the same with that. Okay, we can't really see that, so we will just do this. And then she's got twin tails. I feel like that one's not as long. So maybe this one kind of goes behind the boys. And just kind of goes like that. And then this one. Okay, hang on. Let's get this one drawn first. Okay, and then this one. I really do kind of feel like it should kind of also come out. Like wrap around her knee there. But then, what the? No, hit the wrong button somewhere. Maybe we cut off her knee and come around. Because it's coming from back here, so maybe it just kind of comes out. Something like that. And then there's this one. Okay. I think we're going to go with that. And then we need like super ruffly skirt. Oh, I know what we can do. We'll give the skirt the petally texture like they have on some of those like medieval or Roman armor skirt armor thingies. I don't know what they're called. My brain doesn't care. And then we'll just give her the same tan leggings that the boy has, the male character has. Okay. Did I finish my tea? Oh, I finished my tea. That makes me sad. Boy. Okay, we're gonna get the sketch done, and then I'm gonna go make some more tea. So I'll be on like a break. When I finish this, I'm gonna take a break for about 5 or 6 minutes. However long it takes to boil the water. But we're gonna get her sketch done first. So we need. The girls don't usually get masks. They usually get like a different. No, they don't even always get a different hairstyle. All right. So this is where we're gonna go and do another layer. So many layers. We'll do the turquoise for this one too, but so she's got some bangs. Like this person, the female character, the person that the female character is based off has got freaking amazing like Disney quality hair, like, you know, Ariel with the big swoopy bang thing going. Her hair can do that. It's mind-boggling. If you have, you know, straight hair like me, it's I'm getting too animated. If you have hair like me that just like hangs there and doesn't like do anything, somebody that like has body and can style their hair is freaking amazing. So I think we're gonna give her the swoopy hair, maybe like a little curl there with her bang. I feel like that's very anime. And then, gosh, she's just got so much hair. Maybe we do kind of something like this. And just software. It's not the software, it's the hardware. Give her like a little cute little bob. Maybe a little bit longer. Her hair is kind of a little bit longer. Just literally make it like wings. So we can do like little feather style to it, maybe. I don't like that. I think we'll just give her a wild bob. Like the hair is just got a mind of its own. And it takes up all the space. And then this can kind of like this, I think, maybe. I think that might be a little too... I don't know if there's going to be too much with this hair, but... that, and then she's got her little chibi hand and thumb with her little wand. Okay, and then her eyes are like, where's our little chibi doll? Oops. Nope. Move the doll. Get the eyes in the rightish place. Oh, what did we do? Did we make her head bigger? Oh, I almost put her eyes up in her forehead. That'd have been weird. Whoops. No. Go away, assistant. We don't want you. Give her the cute little chibi eyes with the wild eyelashes. think she'll appreciate that. Little chibi nose. And little strong chibi mouth. Okay. Turn that off. Awesome sauce. Now we're going to draw that in green. Reduce the opacity. Come up to our green layer. Get the eyeballs. Eyeballs. Little nose. Need a mouth. I've basically taken away their chins, but I think that'll be okay. Oh, we need a little fisty thing with the wand. Doot. Again, we'll have special effects for that. What else? Is there anything else? The leg mark there? Okay. Alrighty. I think we've got the sketches for our two chibi characters. I think that's pretty good, at least for me. Alright. So, we are going to take a quick break. Again, it's probably going to be like somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on how long it takes the water to boil. It shouldn't be too bad because my teapot is tiny. So I will leave you with the wonderful background music that I have pulled up from NCS. Top 50 most popular songs by NCS. Under gaming music, there should be links in the stream descriptions. So, oh, that scared the shit out of me. I moved my mouse and did things. And I will be back. Where is my away? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go shout into the void while the kettle boils. I'll be right back in just a few minutes. have returned. I have tea steeping. I am going to get myself out some gummy bears because that sounds amazing right now. Come on. You're all stuck. Gummy bears, little squishy gummy bears. I bite my gummy bears in half, like height-wise, lengthwise, width-wise. It makes me happy. I had some last night, and I swear all I got were like the yellow, like the clearish ones and the red ones. Okay. We're going to knock out the line work real quick, and then we're going to spend like an hour and a half just coloring. Because that's my favorite part. So we are going to group these. Because these are the sketches that are more important. And then we're going to move the actual, like the base sketches. You know, the orange and the green ones, like all the way down to the bottom. We're going to name this layer lines. And we are going to go to one of the basic brushes. I'm not going to use the watercolor brushes. I'm not going to use the inks, the oils, nope. We are going to basic. We're going to do round, and we're going to do the round 10. Of course, we're not going to use size 10. Usually I do these on line size 30. I find that it is a good width for the size of art that I do. 30 pixels. And go to color. Black. I know black is not like a super common or popular line color right now. Usually they try to do a darker color, slightly darker than whatever skin color or fabric color is nearby. But we can do a mask with the layers and change the colors if we want. Gummy bears are awesome. Alrighty, start with the face. I'm going to zoom in quite close. I hate it when it does that. Okay, kind of do the same over here. Doot. Okay, those kind of make her look tired. We don't want that. She's a magical girl. Magical girls don't get tired. We are also going to put this on the basic brush. It was not for some reason. Probably because I was working on something else and forgot. And give her the little upturned nose. Kind of feel like... Do they all just have like lines for mouths? Where's my Sailor Moon one? Yep, they all just have lines for mouths. Okay, we're just doing that. We're just doing a line for mouth. Get her glorious hair in here. Alright, so we're going to do each character as a standalone. That way I can save them individually and give them to each individual, and then I will give them something else as a couple. Like the whole thing as a couple. And then they can be magical people, together or separate. You know, whatever strikes their fancy. We will erase that. Okay, I need to make that a wee bit bigger. Looking so cute so far. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to reduce the opacity. That will make things so much easier. Come on. Alrighty. That is not the right layer. Thank you very much. Alright, got 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, the thumb. The thumb should be closer, I think, like right there. I think she gets a star. I think we need to redraw that a little bit. This is coming out super cute. Save. Look at her, she's so cute. So adorable. Adorable. I didn't make line. Okay, I did not. So many ruffles. These are going to be so much fun to paint. Ruffles are a blast to paint. Personal opinion. That one's right. So cute. That's a lot of ruffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of ruffles. Fuck. Okay. So I think it needs to come from there. We have a little bit of an overdraw right here, so we will fix that real quick. Probably getting a little too particular, but I can if I want. Right, we got a little shoulder there. Don't know what that was. Well, it was hesitance. That's what that was. Come on. Dude. You know, they look like little banana fingers, but I think they'll be fine. So cute! Oh my god! Alright. Do 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 do. What we need. So I think the skirt is going to kind of come up, and we're just going to do a lot of ruffles. A lot of ruffles. She's got at least 2 petticoats. Maybe she's got more. We might never know. Then we need... because this is where her leg comes out. Okay. So we've got it's not wide enough. Her leg comes out like up here. That's leg. The ruffles are a little rough. Maybe we make this a big ruffle. Something like that. And then it comes down. Something like that. Okay. I think we're good there. Okay. I think we're gonna go give our little chibi character. I don't think we need her thighs to be quite that thick. Give her some like little Mary Janes. I think that'd be cute. Alright. And then this was her other leg. Oops. That's where her knee is. Alrighty, so now we have the tails from her outfit. One's coming like this. Okay, we've got wrong tool, wrong tool, wrong tool. Okay. Alright, and we can get rid of this. Adjust that. Alright, that's tail one. That was not where that line was supposed to go. We should save that. You live! Yay! It's important. If you're going to do art, you gotta be alive. Okay. So I think I'm gonna make a new layer real quick. I need to figure out this other tail. Because I feel like it should go a whoa. God damn it. Keep hitting a button. Not sure what button I'm hitting because I'm not looking at it, but I keep hitting a button. Oh yeah, let's do that. Yes, just like that. Okay. Now we go back up. Right, this tail's going behind. Let's still behind. I think it'll still be behind there. And then it curls in the front here. Okay, so we're gonna come, we're gonna say it kind of goes like that. Very good, very good. Zoom in, get our little eraser, tidy things up. Smooth out things. Fix our little bit of overdraw that we've got down here too. Okay, I think with this we are done with the lines for the little female character. Feet are just weird. Personal opinion. Alright, there's our chibi female character. Little star wand. Their fun little tails and her giant ruffle. Alright. We are going to add female. That's not how you spell that, but it's okay. Cool beans. Next, do the male character lines. Yeah, that's what we need. Cool, okay. That was too straight. That eye is not... This eye is not even related to this other eye yet. Yes, 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 okay. There, he's got a little smart-ass face. Okay, we gotta figure out this hair without making it look like terrible. Whoa. Need some curves there. Thank you very much. Alright, we gave his hair a little bit of texture. Oh, I ate all my gummy bears. Sad day. I guess I'll just have to have some more tea. Let's see if our tea is brewed. A little stir. I think we're good. Usually it takes like 5 minutes, but... I'm feeling like some strong tea today. Put the teapot down. Get my sweetener stuff. Stay. Mixy mix. I'm gonna more caffeine to get us through more of the day. Hello, Waylon. What's up, sir? Yeah, go sit in the windowsill and stare at the hummingbirds. There have been some hummingbirds, like, right outside the window. I guess there's, like, a flower or something out there, and they are, like, right there. If you stood in front of the window, you could hear their wings humming, like, as it came close to the glass. And Wayland was just, like, batting at it, trying to get to the hummingbirds. Hilarious. Alright, we have our distinguished young gentleman. Head anyways. His jaw is completely foobarred. Still foobar. I think we're going to have to do the other method, whereas you start with the jaw and you bring the other things down. Much better. Oh, where'd I put my phone? Alright, let's get... Oh, I think we need to draw his hand and his wand first before we do his ruffles. Alright. I think, though, we can do his lapels first. Maybe not. Okay. I think his is short. I think he's just holding on to the bottom of it. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Alright. This looks like a lollipop. This is coming out so well. I am so happy with this so far. Okay. Ruffles. Ruffles are really just squiggles with intention. Doot 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 doot. Love drawing ruffles. They are so fun to draw. Oh my god, people. I don't think that's right. We're just gonna leave that like that. Next layer of ruffles. My squiggles with squiggly intentions. Doot 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 doot. Yes, doots are involved. If you're gonna do ruffle, oh, come on, software. Yeah. If you're gonna do ruffles, gotta do the doots. Maybe not. I might have gotten a little dude over heavy, and maybe that's what stopped the software. Oh, there's an ad incoming, everybody. If you're on Twitch, there's an ad incoming. Like 10 seconds. I'll try not to do anything important while you're gone. T, where'd you go, T? Yay! The ads are over for now. All right, let's get this other hand. And we're almost done the top half. This needs to go a little narrower because we need to not do that. Okay, he has got thumb, finger, finger, pinky, other finger. Those are some sad ass hands. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to copy these sad hands. Copy. Not cut. Cut's fine, actually. We are going to paste them onto another layer. Paste them onto... Oh, fudge. Okay. Cut. Paste. New layer. Perfect. Deselect. Reduce the opacity. Go back to the male layer and do them properly. It's the benefit of digital art, is you can redo things. Gosh. Okay. So this is going to be his palm, because he's going to have his hand, like, out. Like that. So, got palm. Palm is pretty big. Thumb comes like off the palm, kind of like that. And pinky kind of extends. So I think, I don't know if this is going to make sense to anybody else until I draw it, but I think this finger, 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 finger. And then we do something like that to show that it's the palm. Or do we? Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not that. This. Okay. Redrawing thumb. He doesn't need to have a nail on his thumb. That is not a thumb either. Don't know what the hell I'm doing. Good Lord. What the... Wrong tool. Phone, stop blinging. I am in the middle of stuff. His hand's gonna be tiny. No one's gonna see it. Okay, we can delete this other hand. It's not great. It's better. But not by much. That is actually the most depressing hand I think I've ever drawn. Why am I doing this? Don't know. Okay, is that better? Getting there. We might leave that, or I might be here all day. I've been doing art stuff for like ever. Like, I started when I was a little kid, like barely old enough to hold crayons, and it's been on and off like most of my life, and I have always had trouble with people. It doesn't matter if they're animated, if they have, you know, arms and legs and things. It is a challenge for me. Nope, 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 nope. Undo, 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 undo. Undo button, undo button. Whew. We are saving. In case I do something stupid like that again. I hit a button. Don't know what button I hit, but I hit a button. Oh, what the fuck? WTF, man. Okay. Alright, let's get these pantaloons. These little bloomers drawn. It's so freaking cute. Alrighty. He's got... Now... Okay, we're just going to draw this leg first, and we can figure out what the rest of his pant situation looks like. These are adorable. They are so cute. Okay. Now we need to do... Look at his little bloomers. They're adorable. Okay. Now, You know his tail is coming out. That is not quite right. Wayland, you made me mess up my little line. I was doing so smooth and then you jumped on the desk. Actually, this is going to come even closer down there. Little tiny shoe with his little tiny wig. Hang on. Shit. His foot needs to kind of come like that. Yes, yes, yes. I think that's perfect. Save, save, save. They're adorable. They're so cute. Alright, lines. Male. Probably not hitting the right letters, but that's okay. Alright, that's what we got. We got two cute little line drawings of some chibi magical girl characters. And now we get to color them in. My favorite part. We are going to start with the dude. We're going to save. So we can hide the sketch layers now. We don't need those anymore. They can come all the way down to the very, very bottom. And we can put the other sketch layers in those groups. Boop. Cool beans. Alright, reference image. We're going to use this one because it's from, I believe this is one from the anime. Let's get down to business. Alright, so the colors are going to go behind the line work. And we can make, again, we can make the mask of the line work and we can change the color of the line work whenever. And I've just remembered we should maybe transform, flip horizontal. He is so awkward and I don't know if I care to fix it. I should have done this during the sketch layer, but he's very, very lopsided. Don't know if I care. I mean, I care, but not that much, apparently. So we are going to do a swatch layer. We are going to go to our colors, and we are going to get our picker. So we're going to go for the lightest blue we can find. It looks like it's going to be something like this. Get a paintbrush. So we've got that. We have that. Very pale, pale blue. We've got this for our dark blue. This seems to be like a aqua-y color. Like what we did that one layer sketch with. And then we need color for the legs. Okay. And what color is that? I don't know if we're going to use that color. We'll keep it just in case, but I don't think we're going to use it. Okay. You can go away because we have our swatches. Okay. We need a human flesh tone. Go a little bit on the pale side because this person is a little on the pale side. Maybe a little less. Oh, there we go. Okay. We might darken this one a little bit. Like we might do this as the mid-tone because we can always do highlights and shit later. Okay. We're going to try not to do a lot of shading, but knowing me, we will get caught in the weeds. Alrighty. I think... So usually what I do is I color everything one color and then mask everything inside of that. And I think we're going to do that with the light blue. No, I think we're going to do that with this blue. This will be our base blue. Alright, and this is where we can get our paintbrush pretty good size. So this is our mask layer. Yeah, there's probably a faster way to do it. But I kind of enjoy doing it like this. Just kind of gives me like a little bit more of the traditional vibes. So I know like I could select, like I could take the lasso select tool and select everything and paint bucket it. Sometimes I think that's just way more work, or really just the same amount of work. Eraser, get rid of our overdraw. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The nice thing about doing it this way is your color area does not actually have to be like super perfect, because the lines hide a lot of sins. And maybe when we're closer to being done, I'll show you, because it's pretty funny if you ask me. Look at that, I didn't even give him all his fingers. Maybe I need to actually practice my human figure. Maybe once I get most of the ideas out of my head and into reality, I will work on my figure drawing. Will it be interesting to watch? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody else out there needs to work on their figure drawing as much as I do. Couldn't possibly be more than I do, but So the whole thing with figure drawing is like you don't get better at it, or any art, honestly, you don't get better at it until you start actually like practicing. And figure drawing is definitely the area that I need the most practice. And maybe in like a year we come back and we redraw these characters and see how much we've improved. Maybe that will be a goal for this year for me. And who knows if that's actually going to happen. I sure as hell don't. Who knows what this year will bring? Certainly didn't think I'd be drawing magical girl characters. Gonna erase this little bit of overdraw. Save. Okay, we got our base. Like, it's just like, it's not even like a good silhouette. Like, his arm looks stupid short and everything. Like, it just looks, ugh. Lines help so much. So much. Colors will hide a lot of my scale problems also. Alright, new layer. We are gonna do, let's do the stockings. Just because I think those will be fun. They'll help divide the character. So we don't have to be super tidy with the stockings until we get to the line here. So we're going to use the mask to cut off all that excess. So basically we're just going to block in all the colors where they should go. As kind of generically as possible. Alright, that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, let's get the skin color. So we got hands. And I think we'll just do his entire face, including his hair this color. I think we'll just do his entire head, including the mask. And that will be its own thing. Save. Okay, the chest ruffles are this color. This person's in love with us. What? He says he's in love with us. Must be our mad art skills. Look at that, I forgot a spot. Alrighty. Tidy some stuff up. We need to go to our flesh color. That is the wrong tool. You know, we're going to put the flesh color over top of that. Solves that problem. We just need to... Oh, hey Minerva, what you doing, Bean? One of the cats has come down, but has decided not to grace us with their presence. They're going to go sit in the windowsill, which is their prerogative. Minerva and Waylon do not particularly get along. They do not like each other. And when I'm streaming, I have to move one of the cat beds so I can put my keyboard and stuff up on my desktop. And that means Minerva has one less place to hang out. Okay. And I think everything else is like this blue. Oh, shoot. We forgot his fringe on this arm. I should be fired. 30. Enter. Lines. Where be the sketch? Black. Can't believe I forgot the fringe. Failure. At least I caught it. Alright, so we can zoom out. Go back into here. Color this in. Alright, and then just because we've got like possibility of accidentally getting in there. Okay, so look at this. We like missed. I'm just being a slacker today, right now. Alright, so that's the base colors that we've got. So we're gonna save, because sometimes my software crashes when I do this. Sometimes, not always. Drop everything in there, and all the lines are cleaned up. And then, just so we can see how goofy it looks, so blobby, but you can't like don't even have a whole spot right there. There's with squiggles there. His toes haven't been colored yet, but problem solved with some line work. Okay, so we are going to do on the bottom layer, we are going to do this, and we are going to make it quite a bit darker. Trying to keep it in the same family. So we can do some shading. These are pretty much mostly going to be dark. Little lapel. This is probably going to be mostly darker. Underneath his jacket. These back ones in here. Right there. The bit coming behind. We've got some fun stuff happening with his pantaloons. I love these pants. Okay. here. We're going to do some smushing to blend things out. So I'm not super worried about like exactly what they look like. Ooh, we get to pick what brush we get to use to blend shit. I love that. Oh, my ear is smushed. I have a favorite blending tool. Blending brush. Digital blending brush. But because we are going for an anime style, I don't know if it will be the most appropriate brush. We might have to use a different one. That's what I'm saying. We might not be able to use my preferred. Oh my god, this is... Okay. So my preferred blending brush, I just like the textures that it gives, is this one called Grunge Oil 3. But I think we're going to use Grunge Oil 2. Maybe we can just use Grunge Oil. Let's test it out. I think it's a little too big. That's a little aggressive. I think that's still too aggressive. I think that's aggressive. Let's try this one on like 22. Alright, I think we're going to do this one. This is Grunge Oil 2. And we are on a very tiny... It just softens it just enough. Do, 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 do. Oh my god. Control Shift C. Okay, we're saving. That's what I meant to do. I meant to save. I didn't mean to undo. Do 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 do. I wish I could figure out a better setup for streaming, but sometimes you just go with what you got space for. I think this is the best brush for this. I think I did good with my pick. Like, it's slightly fuzzy around the edges, but not like so fuzzy that you don't get the smoothness if you go over it a couple times. Alright. Go like that. Clean this up, because that's going to be lighter. Smudgy tool. Smudging. We'll have to go back and fix some of these little white spots that we got. Alright, swatch note brushes. We're going to go back to here and we're going to go lighter. And we are going to highlight that, and then this, and maybe a couple streaks in there. And then we'll fuzz these out, and then we'll clean up right along the lines. That was not how I was supposed to do that. New layer, our light color. And then like that. Okay. Now we can smudge things out, because then we can erase the bits that we don't want. And then we can manipulate this color layer to be a different, like we can make it lighten, we can make it darken, color burn, multiply, whatever. We can do the whatever. Overlay, screen, kind of like lighter color. But we're going to do a little cleaning up here around the edge. Very nice. Okay, we go back to this one. Get our smudging tool. So the idea is like wherever we have a line, it should either be the edge of a highlight or the edge of a low light or shadow. And sometimes works out fine, sometimes not so much. And then you have to like pick a spot to erase. Like this I think will make a highlight. This one will also be a highlight. Same with here. A little tidying up here. No, that one should be a low light. So this will be a highlight. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to soften these edges so they don't need to be quite that strong. And then we go back up to here to our very pale color. Highlights. Okay, see here, we changed it up by accident. Alright, schmutz, schmutzy, schmutz, smush, 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 blendy, blendy, blend, blending. Do. Cleaning up a little bit so we can keep some of the harder lines. Look at that. We're getting there. Alright, back to the darker layer. Do some more smushing. Smushing. Erasing. So this is actually going to be like a solid color, I think. Yeah, see, we've got some stuff that's going up above where it should be. And then soften some of this. Now I'm thinking we do a black layer. Just something like this. And then blend it out. erase that, and then we are gonna make it go down to like 30 per now. Go 50 and darken, multiply, color burn. So not lighten, you just do darker color. And which means we are also going to do that back here. Just to give it a wee bit more oomph. Especially like back here where it's going behind the person's body. Because sometimes you do need to give it a little extra oomph. Gives his body a little bit more depth. That's all I'm saying. Probably pop some right there. A little bit right there. Definitely some back there. Do do do. Little overdraw there. Save. Okay, let's get his legs done. That's these, right? Okay. So these are going to get grouped because they're for the base color. I gotta go and do that first, I guess. Sigh. All right. Go with the lighter color, do the highlight, do a little highlight, do a little highlight, highlight the lapel, do the smudging, smudging. I might have to stop streaming before I get to the girl figure. I have to do that later. We'll get him done and we'll see where we're at. Nope, nope, we're going to do the eraser. And then this is the black layer, right? Yes. Right, we need to clean this up. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, stockings now. Now we do stockings. Okay, save. Another layer. This I think was stocking color. Yes, okay, so we go darker. Bust that out. Do little basic knees kind of around here somewhere. Okay, we're gonna make this a mask. Save in case it decides to close the program. Get our blending tool, blend out the lines. That was not the right thing that was supposed to be blended, which is fine. Do 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 do. Do do do. Cool beans. Okay. Do we highlight? I feel like we probably should. I think we're just going to use white, and we will just do like where the knee is. That last one was a little big. And then we do lighten. Okay, save. Ruffles? Ruffles are next. Head's gonna take a minute, so. And then the last thing we'll do is the wand, because we're gonna put like a glow effect and stuff around it. Okay, this color. So we want a darker. Okay. So just kind of putting it along the bottom of the lines, and then anywhere that's deep. Like behind stuff. Help give the ruffles a little bit more depth. Every once in a while, NCM scares me because they have like a good song, and I just can't believe that it's like royalty free. And I know a bunch of them are. And the only reason I know a bunch of the bangers, the ones that I enjoy, are royalty free is because I find them in like exercise videos and stuff on YouTube. Especially like older ones, like ones that are 3 or 4 years old. So like you know they're royalty free, but sometimes it just doesn't feel like it because you've like listened to them a bunch. Okay, and then we do the white. Okay, make this mask, save, pick up our 2 layers, drop them in. Udamus. I'm expecting somebody to send me a message later, but they have not yet. Okay, I kind of feel like we need to go a little darker, and I don't want to use black, so I'm going to use our darker blue from here, and we will probably go down to like the little 50%, but like we need just a little bit more depth under some of these ruffles. It's just going to be like a little bit of a spot treatment. And we're going to go bring these down. I don't know, we might not even need to put that down to like 50%. We might do it anyways, or we might do like a darken color or something. Look at him, he's pretty cute. Alright, face stuff. Right, a little darker. Doot, 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 doot. Alright, darken. And now we've made him too dark, which is fine because we're going to erase some stuff. Smush it out again. Little for his teeth. We should maybe add some like a little rosy color to his cheeks. Doot, doot. We're gonna make this kind of big for this one, bigger. Some rosy cheeks. Okay, so we're gonna make this a mask. We're gonna drop everything in here. Live in the upside down. It's not like, not really the best place to, you know, go hang out or live. Little you in there, save. All right, let's do the mask. Okay, it is this teal color for the base. We're going to color in the eyes because I think we're going to make them like an icy blue like the ascot, the ruffles. Hey Keith, how are you? Happy Saturday. Mask layer. Alright, let's bring this down. It got hot today. I haven't been outside yet. I might do that. I might go for a walk after the stream before I get started on all the chores. Are you getting enough oxygen down there? Yeah, I had insomnia last night, and so I didn't sleep great. Just kind of meh. But a walk actually sounds really good, even with the heat. I did something and I don't remember what. Oh, excuse me. Why are you like randomly deleting layers or turning things on and off? That is not. It's not kosher software. It's me. It's really me. I'm the one that's doing it. Leave your jacket behind, it's hot. I will do that then. I will just wear my lightweight hoodie. No, we need this. Straight up. Little erasey. Okay. We're saving. We are selecting our 2 layers and we're dropping them in there. That was not where they were supposed to go. Oh, software's gonna crash. This is why we save before we do stuff. Which means I think that after we're done with our little blue character, I will probably stop the stream, go for a walk or whatever, do some of my chores. And I might pick up again later tonight. Cancel, file, open recent. Okay, now we gotta get the software to pick back up. Haha! Okay. Come on, stream! Okay, there we go. I think once we're done our little male character here, I'm gonna sign off for a couple hours and get a bunch of stuff done. Go touch grass. Make sure I put sunscreen on. So, yeah, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But he's almost done. We just need to get his... Wow. Okay. Okay. Just need to get his hair. going on? There we go. Smushed it into his... Oh, you know what happened? Those rearranged themselves. That's what happened. Alright. We've got the mask masked. Let's get some hair on here. So this person has like almost white hair. I think he's got like some flavor of albinism or something. But I think what we'll do is we'll make his hair the same color as the ruffles. Right? Where did my ruffle color go? This color. Yeah. I think that'll be close enough. And it'll keep the blue tinge for the character inspiration. But still be like super pale. It reverted brushes on me. We're not doing watercolor software. We are doing basic. We are doing the basic brushes that come with affinity. We are not going crazy. Why are his ears not colored now? Telling you, every once in a while this software just goes bananas. Okay, hair, base for the hair. I'm giving him some little sideburns. This brush went to that other one too. That's nuts. Okay. We will go with the darker color, which was this. Kind of do little, something like that. Something like that. I enjoy doing the shading, so sometimes I don't like really think about it too much. Whoa. The line work is what really stumps me. I do not have fun with the line work. Which is why this character is all cattywampus. Because I didn't flip my sketches. And the hand is got some issues. And I really do need to practice my figure drawing. And today I just can't be bothered. And I'm over smushing the lines. So now he's got blue hair. And we're just definitely at the end of my attention span already today. About 3 hours, right? Yeah, 3 hours is about my focus limit. I don't know how I was doing 12-hour streams, 5-hour streams, however many hour streams I was doing in, 2022, 2023. No clue how I was making that happen. I'm going to have to get my stamina back up. That's basically what I'm saying. Do some white. This hairdo is giving me Bill Clinton. Does not almost give you like Bill Clinton vibes? I feel like Bill Clinton meets Elvis vibes. I do like his little pantaloons, though. They're adorable. Alright. I think the last thing we need to do are the wand and the shoes. So I think for the shoes, we will just do like a dark brown. We can do the dark version of this, and then we'll just make it darker. Like a little boop. Do. And then do another layer. Do it even darker. Darker. That one's just gonna be darker. Smush, smush, smush. Make a mask. Save. Drop that in. Save. The wand. Okay, we're gonna put the wand over top of the ruffles, but under the head. We will make his wand boring brown for the base, and it's just gonna be like a Pokeball. I feel like this is probably not the smartest question, but Pokeballs are red on the bottom half, right? It's like white on top and red on the bottom. Ah, I was totally wrong. It's red on top. Okay. So. Make it a mask. No, don't select the mask color. Like, doot. What the WTF? What's going on? Can we, like... You're not supposed to be grayscale. Oh, I don't like this one. I like the wheel. Wheel. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Go back and do this again. Oh, I didn't blend out his hands. That's pretty hideous. Okay. We need red. It's kind of a cooler red. Doot. And then it's got the black, gray. I'll do like the slightly off-white. Oh, we're gonna be tiny. Something like that. Cool beans. Okay. Make this a mask. Save. Drop that in there. probably want to make the wand this darker color then. Wrong tool. Okay, save. Another layer. We're just gonna go whoop, smush, darker color, reduce the opacity. It looks like poop, boop, little bip, straight up white, and go a little bip, a little softening. Cool beans. Alrighty, so here, this is the layer we're gonna do the outer glow on. We're gonna do, I think we'll do a blue, just because this character is pretty blue. Da-boo-dee, da-boo-die, but we'll do like an icy, maybe like almost a turquoisey, icy turquoise color, something like that. And we're just gonna crank that all the way up. Oh, shit. Can't do it that way. Oh, I know what we're going to do. Okay. We are going to copy that layer, paste that layer, move the layer out. We're going to disable the FX on that one. We're going to enable the FX on this one. Okay, maybe we need to do a different color. Maybe we do like a red color. I think maybe a purpley color. We can split the difference. Okay, might not make the radius like that big. Maybe we do. Can't even see it. Can't even see it. Alright, so the other thing we're going to do is we're going to do it behind this layer. We are going to go to our brushes. We are going to get our sprays and splatters. We are going to pick, I think we're going to do this magic stippler. Oh, let's do magic stippler variable. Let's try that. Whoops. Okay. Sprays and splatters. Magic stippler variable. There's one more. Constant. No, we're going to do variable. And we are going to do it. I think we'll do it like an icy purple color. And I'm going to go in and edit the brush. And okay, we can mess with a bunch of stuff. We can kind of adjust things, do the flow adjust. We can make it more spaced out, less spaced out. I kind of liked where it was. We can make the size bigger, smaller. The thing that I want to do is the hue jitter, and I think we're gonna like kind of do random for that. So we can scatter X and Y, make it wider, thinner. I already kind of messed with the rotation. We don't actually, you know, the flow is kind of high, and I want like 100% size jitter. Do we want luminosity too? You know, let's mess with all that. Let's just mess with all that. And we are going to make it a decent size. And we are going to go kind of like, like that. I do. We are actually going to put this under the line work, but outside the character. Yes! And we can make it even bigger. Look at that, look at that. Then what we can do is we can do a secondary one. And kind of do that. And then I do want to have a little bit of there. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this with this as well. So, outer glow, purple color, it was over here somewhere. We can do a different blend mode too. Lighten, screen, color dodge, add lighter color, overlay, soft light, hard light, vivid. I think lighter color is probably our better option. And then, so this one we are going to also do a blend mode on. I think we'll do screen, and we're also going to like reduce the opacity, and the one in the back. There's not really anything behind it right now, so I think we will just do normal. Well, there's one dude. So let's get all of these together. Group. Nope, that is not what I wanted all together. You went like way too far. I just wanted from here to here. Thank you. Guess we should put a background out there too, huh? I think we will just do a quick basic gradient. Maybe we'll do a radial gradient. Doot. Radial. Do. Kind of feeling, ooh, that's kind of pretty. Maybe we'll go a little bit more purple though. Pardon me. Might help if I put on my basic Bish brush again. The feeling, you got the feeling. Do, 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 do. Oh. Okay. What we would use in this one. Okay. There is our one character. And got Gosh, it's been like 3.5 hours almost. Dang. Okay. So this is our male character. We still have the line work for the female character, so we'll be doing that possibly tomorrow, possibly later today. It depends on when I get my chores done. And I get to go touch grass and things. All the things. They are super cute. Her legs are weird. At least her hand's not quite as weird as his hand. But, yeah, I think that's where we're leaving it today. Or at least for now. If you're around later, I'll see you later. If you're not around later, have a good weekend. Enjoy. Don't party too hard. Or maybe party too hard. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know what you feel you need. But thanks for hanging out with me and keeping me motivated to get these guys done. And I'll see you later. Bye.